right, welcome back to the channel. So it continues. We have a great fight this weekend with Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz, but it's not going to be enough to make Gervonta a star. However, don't you worry. ESPN is here to the rescue with somebody that is bound for glory. Monster Inoue. I've been talking about this for several weeks because I've seen this coming up, and you can get ready for what's coming next Monday. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So if you cannot tell, the boxing media can be very petty and vindictive, and they will not let their common sense get in the way of their pettiness and their vindictiveness. And if you do not believe me, just listen to some quotes that have been given out by guys like Kevin Aioli, who is from Yahoo, and guys like Chris Mannix, who's with Sports Illustrated and also covers fights on DAZN. Both of them, to my understanding, have both made the same statement about the PBC, that they have a dysfunctional relationship with the media. Now, dysfunctional, that word comes from Chris Mannix. When I heard Kevin Aioli say it, it was phrased slightly different, but that's the feeling that I have. But if you pay attention to the coverage that Yahoo Sports gives to the PBC, you will see exactly what I mean by petty and vindictive, and they have no problem sacrificing their integrity for their own personal whims, because that's the only way that you can reasonably explain the position over the last week that Yahoo Sports has taken relative to Gervonta Davis and Monster Inoue. Now, what am I talking about? Back-to-back days, there were articles written by Kevin Aioli at Yahoo. And if you're not familiar with who he is one of the more well-known boxing writers. He's been around for a very long time. He gets all of the interviews with the big fighters. They get on his show, on his stream for whatever reason. I only assume because he's writing for Yahoo, right? So the people pass their fighters right by him, and apparently he thinks somehow that he is a god. I don't understand, because he says more things that are just patently not true about the PBC than are necessary. But that's the guy that I'm talking about. That's the situation that I'm talking about. So what did he say? In Article 1, he said that Gervonta, he questions whether or not Gervonta Davis is a star. Can he be a star? And he walks through, if you go through his article, he walks you through this stuff. And all the time, the tone that I get from this is, I don't see what this guy is talking about. Why would you say he could become a star when he's already sold out 4 different venues in 4 different states? And there may be only 1 or 2 other people in the United States that are boxers that have either done that or have the ability to do that. Okay, that is something that is significant. Gervonta Davis it's not could he become a star. Gervonta Davis is a star. That's why stars went to his fights in Atlanta and were all around the ring trying to watch him fight. But Kevin Aioli can't see it. But oh yes, he can see it in Monster Inoue, without a doubt. Because what he says with Monster Inoue is, because Monster Inoue lets you know who he is. He is the pound for pound top 3 fighter that none of you guys have ever seen fight. Okay, he's the top 3 pound for pound fighter that if you read Tim Bradley's article that he wrote about Monster Inoue, right? Praising him for the first half of the fight, for the first half of the article, and then what does he say during the second half of the article? The part that most people don't get to, he has no defense. He then went for like 2 paragraphs or 3 paragraphs about the fact that he goes straight back in a line. He jumps back in a line. And yeah, they may get him out of the way of some people, but other people are going to step with him and they're going to knock him out. And it's only a matter of time, dude. And I'm going to make a lot of money off of Monster Inoue, because although I ain't dumb enough to believe what Kevin Aioli is trying to sell me and what these other people at ESPN are trying to sell me with him relative to Gervonta Davis, I ain't dumb either. I don't have any problem betting on a bubble to burst. People do that all the time. Housing bubbles go up. The prices are so high. And oh, man, right? Then all of a sudden, boom, housing market crashes. Boom, interest rates fly up. People lose their houses. Then boom, you move in and you buy the house that just a year ago was $400,000, and now you can get it in an auction. Why? Because it was a bubble that burst. Okay? I don't have any problem whatsoever making money off of that bubble bursting. But that bubble, I promise you, is going to burst. And it's going to burst well before Gervonta Davis, because Monster Inoue is not as good a fighter as Gervonta Davis. He's not as skilled. He's not it's just not there. But don't let that get in the way of Monster Inoue saying what he said. Kevin Aioli saying what he said. And what did he say? Because you know what this is, okay? You know what this is. This is a fake Pacquiao, okay? This is no different than what they tried to do with Nonito Donaire. And now they're trying to do with Monster Inoue. They are trying to have the next Manny Pacquiao. Because now, but they don't understand. Manny Pacquiao was an extreme talent that made it on his own in the United States. He was not built up and brought in here in some second premiere and all that nonsense. And he is significantly more talented and on a completely different level of talent than Monster Inoue is. Because he doesn't just hit hard. He's extremely fast-footed. It's just not the same thing, and it's not going to pan out. However, and I don't mind, like I said, I will take your money when the time is right, okay? And I will take your money when the time is right. Also, to the media guy out here telling me that Gervonta Davis isn't a real champion, it wasn't a real champion at 130, dude, do your job better, okay? Before you put stuff out, go to BoxRec, look at the actual lineage of the WBA super title. But that, my friend, is for another video today, because these same people are making arguments that Gervonta Davis isn't even a champion. It's not that he's just not a star. Now he's not even a champion, okay? That's how far these guys go if you pay close enough attention to them. Now, what is the situation? Why would they believe that Monster Inoue is bound for glory? Other than they want him to be bound for glory. That's what they're saying. Because if you look at Monster Inoue and you look at Leo Santa Cruz, you say, what has Monster Inoue really done that Leo Santa Cruz hasn't? Right? They say he's a champion in 3 weight divisions. So is Leo Santa Cruz. In fact, I do believe he's a champion in 4. He was a champion in 3 before he lost. Why didn't he get into the pound for pound list? I'm just wondering. How many 30 guys that are 30 plus fights that have 4 championships, have 4 belts in 4 divisions that are not on that pound for pound list, that are with Top Rank or Golden Boy? They would be there without a doubt. What these guys are trying to do is they're trying to sabotage Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz's fight in the eyes of the public. And that is it. It is a smear. It's a smear campaign, and it's going to continue right after the fight. I guarantee you this is going to happen. When they have that fight between Leo Santa Cruz and Gervonta Davis, it will be that fight's going to end on Saturday, right? If Gervonta Davis wins, which I think he will, okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, by Thursday, you will have anonymous reports about the pay-per-view sales, and they are going to be absolutely horrible. They're going to be something like 12,000, 40,000, something like that. Trust me, before anybody else gets an opportunity to say what they believe the real estimates are, there will be a bunch of media people who are going to jump out there quick with their sources to tell you what a terrible fight this was, and how the fight with Monster Inoue and his who cares about it ratings over there on ESPN Plus that you can't even see was really the story of the night. Because these media guys are in bed with Top Rank. They're in bed with Golden Boy. But Golden Boy's fled away, but really they're in bed with Top Rank. Those are the fighters that they want to push. Those are the fighters that they want to grow. And if there's a fighter that is talented or does something significant, they're either going to lie about him or they're going to ignore him. And that is what it is. The media is one of the biggest problems in boxing. And in fact, the media might be the biggest problem in boxing because they very rarely say anything about significant issues unless it somehow works to the benefit of the promoter that they're dealing with. And if you don't like it, prove me wrong, wait long enough, watch closely enough, and you will see that. Now, you let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for your support. Again, I'm working on my lighting. Some of these videos are going to look a little different, a little weird until I figure this stuff out. But it's not going to take too long, maybe about 10, 11 videos, and then boom, all of a sudden it's just going to be where we want it, and we'll stick it like that. Thank you guys so much, and with that, I'm out. Peace.